Why did God give His commandment? Wrote for them many things of my law, but they regret them as something alien. Hosea 8:12. In Romans, Paul says, "What shall we say then? Is the law sin? Certainly not. Indeed, I would not have known what sin was except through the law. For I would have known what coveting really was if the law had not said, 'Do not covet.'" Romans 7:7. Why are we provided with the Ten Commandments? It is to explain what sin is. Who wrote the Ten Commandments? God Himself wrote it. God gave His Ten Commandments to Moses not just one time. Remember, Moses broke it first time. God Himself gave the commandment to Moses again for the second time. The commandments do not belong to Moses. It's to belong to God. It is important and clearly to understand that God gave the commandment. It is God's commandment. Other than God, nobody has authority to add or subtract the commandments. Anyone who disobeys God's commandment or guide His commandment is committing and making other people to commit sin, including adding or subtracting from the Word of God. I strongly believe that God knows what commandment to give, better than any religion, any group, or anyone. What I am saying is that God is not dumb. Religion, you and I can be dumb. God knows what commandment to give, and if we are His people and want a relationship with Him, then we must obey them. I know there's a religion, they don't have the Ten Commandments, but they consider them as a Christian. I was pointing out to the mistake of Catholics. They do not have a Ten Commandments. They have a list that say the Ten Commandments, but they don't have it. They only have a 9th commandment. What they do is they took out the commandment. Number 2, do not worship idol. They took it out. Number 10, they divided into 2 as a 9 and 10. So now the first commandment stay as the first one. The second one, they don't have it. So the third one becomes the second one. Fourth one becomes the third one. So at the end, they only have a 9th commandment, but they divide the 9 into two commandments. So they have a 9 and a 10. So that is wrong. And who wrote that commandment? Who gave them the list? What does their catechism say about this? In Catechism number 2065, it says, "Ever since St. Augustine, the 10 Commandments have occupied a predominant place in the Catechism of baptismal candidate and faith. In the 5th century, the custom arose expressing the commandment of the dialogue in a rhythm formula, easy to memorize, and in positive form. They are still in use today. Then the Catechism of the Church have often expounded Christian morality by following the order of the 10 Commandments." And again, the next one, 2066. "The division and numbering of the commandment have varied of course of histories. The present Catechism follow the division of the commandment established by St. Augustine, which has become a traditional in a Catholic Church." Okay, so it is not God commandment anymore. It's a 10 commandment given by Augustine. So it's Augustine commandment. It is written in a rhythmic and easy to memorize. For who? For what language? So if you point to one language, then it's anti-Pentecostal. So it's not holy anymore. That's unholy. That means everybody need to understand. That's a very important point. In 2066, division number by who? Augustine. There was no theologian in Roman Catholic to put the Ten Commandments in right order for almost 16th century. They don't have a right list. They don't have a theologian to put this Ten Commandments in the right order. It is not important to not know the commandment properly. And who is St. Augustine? That's the other problem. Augustine has a pagan father and a Christian mother, and he argued for a pagan for long years. I think age of 31, 32, he became a Christian, baptized by St. Ambrose. He's also pagan who become into Christian. I think St. Ambrose got some military background, and this Augustine was a pagan, and after he's converted to Christian, he still was a pagan. That's why he didn't put the commandment, second commandment, do not worship idol. He got a Christian mother. Her family must have this 10 commandment. What happened to that commandment? So before 400 years, none of the Christian got a 10 commandment. What happened to that list? Still, somebody saying he took it from the Deuteronomy. Well, if he read a Deuteronomy chapter 4, it weren't almost 3/4 of the chapter. It say, "Do not worship idol." So there's something wrong about this St. Augustine, and the people who wanted to follow St. Augustine commandment. That's wrong. I don't know if the Catholic ever going to change this. So if you go into Encyclopedia 10 Commandments, it gives you the list who follow the what list. I make my list and I'll give you the list. When I was a kid, they teach me the 10 Commandments according to their book, not according to the Bible. So I have the right to say the different. If anyone make wrong choice, will never reach their destination. If anyone want to go Niagara Falls and to take east instead of west, no matter how long they drive, they will never reach their destination. Isn't it wise to buy a map and use it? It will help better and useful to travel for your own destination. They will know whether they are going into a right direction or not. Will it make them more confident toward their destination? Remember, no one serves two masters. Serving religion not same as serving God. God is perfect, religion is not. He who belongs to God, hear what God says. The reason that you don't hear it is that you don't belong to God. John 8:47. Thank you for watching my video, and comments are open. Thank you very much.